Hi, welcome to EdTech Moment, where we take just a moment to look how to quickly integrate technology into your classroom. I'm your host, Bill Selleck, and today we're going to be looking at Google Docs. We're continuing to look at that. Today we're going to look at forms on Google Docs. First, let's take a look at why you might want to actually use a form inside of Google Docs. First thing, it's an easy way to just get basic information either from your parents or from your students. If you want to know phone numbers, email addresses, dates of availability, preferences, any sort of things like that. It's an easy way to analyze student information, and we'll take a quick look at an example that I use with my Azusa Pacific students on the first night of class. Just a quick demographic check of students. And finally, it's just an easy way to sign up for something. I'd like to present on something. I would like to bring cupcakes. Anytime you need someone to sign up, Google Forms is a really easy way to look at that. So let's take a look at Google Docs and see how to do forms. All right, here we are on Google Docs. I'm just here inside my EdTech Moment example folder. I'm going to come on up to Create and create a new form. Let's create one for users of EdTech Moment, so I'll call it EdTech Moment Example. I'll show you what this extra text is going to look like, but this would be extra description with barbecue sauce. First question I always like to do is ask people their name. So, what's your name? Help text. You can give an example if you want. Edward Tech. EdTech. That's awesome. I'll make that one required. You don't have to. They'll skip that one by default. Sample question 2. If I come on up and, come on up to the pencil, I can change this. It could be, what's your email address? If we're just collecting basic information. And it could be example, Edward at edtechmoment.com. Since it's really simple, I can just keep it as simple text. That's going to give us a short one. If it's a longer answer, that's what paragraph text would look like. But for now, nice and short. You have to do that, so I'll make that required. Let's do a new one. Here's all the different choices I have. For today, we'll cover just the basic ones. I won't discuss those other two. Let's do multiple choice. Who is your favorite EdTech Moment host? The help will be great. Pick Bill. And then if we create pages later, we can have people jump to different pages. But for now, to keep it simple, Bill or Tim. We'll make that one required and done. And that's what it would look like for people clicking on that. I'm going to show you a couple more of them. Checkboxes would look like this. What websites, spelled that wrong, do you love? We could say something to help them out. Check all that apply. Other help you might want to do, you can check more than one. So websites, edtechmoment.com, for me, billselleck.com, google.com, apple.com, and whatever. We can add an other. That's always a nice one. Let's get rid of that for other. They don't have to do that, so I won't make that required. Here's what the form actually looks like. There's always a link at the bottom. So there's my title. Here's that description. This is just a simple text box. Again, simple text box. Here's what it looks like when you have multiple choice. Here's what the form looks like by default when you're consuming the answers. It shows you when, and then each of these columns is one of your answers. So you can see that was my answer, that was my answer. Now if I needed to email my students, I can just copy this, paste that into an email, and I have all of my students. Here's what's great about analyzing that. If I come up to form and show a summary, on the fly it makes this incredibly beautiful summary form. In a nutshell, that's Google Forms, how to create a form, how to embed it, how to create a variety of questions, and how to interact with and analyze that data. Be sure and visit our website, edtechmoment.com, for the latest in tutorials, you can email me at bill@edtechmoment.com, feedback@edtechmoment.com. Thanks for taking just a moment.